Hello. Uh, so this video is gonna be a little different. Um, so as you should be aware from the title and thumbnail, this is the BrickSlopes Haul video. Now, I filmed this all, but I didn't use one of my cameras. Instead, I used my phone, and unfortunately, well, the video turned out a bit like this. From BrickSlopes 2022. So we'll go through. It's a little hard to tell, but I do have it organized. And so that's really, it's not great. Um, so what we're gonna try and do is take an image uh, or a freeze frame or a still frame like this, and going to try to use a light shot, which if you haven't used it, it's pretty cool. It's completely free. I would highly recommend it. Um, but so we'll just go through. Like I said, this is divided into days, as in what I got each day. And so, starting off with day one, over on this side here, um, we've got the little bag down there. It's a little hard to see, um, but it came from one of the lugs. I think maybe Den Lug. They may have provided that, but it was filled with a lot of cool pieces, like ingot pieces and the new little plant pieces that you can stick like flowers and stuff onto, that have three or like five uh, stems on them. And it also came with these, the gold little rubber pieces, and then minifigure for this year. Apparently, the theme this year was spooky, so it's a little custom zombie figure. And uh, I did or it also came with their name tag, um, as well as like an Emmett figure, and up there is the Simpsons Krusty the Clown figure, um, a little custom print of a seal from the Ship in the Bottle set, because apparently the guy who designed that, I think, is from Utah, and apparently displayed that as a mock at a previous BrickSlopes. I was unaware of that, but I could be getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But so then later in the day, they did the seed part challenge, and that's where these came from. You could use either reddish brown or black. You got to keep whatever seed part you used, and so I used quite a few in brown. Not really that many in black, just like four. Um, Later in the day, uh, we got um, like, or we got what they called swagged, where essentially they went through everyone, and you got either a set or a bag of parts, just something neat. And so I got a lot more of that seed part, but in tan, um, right there. And then I also got, at some point during the day, one of the past BrickSlopes minifigures. So that was kind of neat. So you can also see here that the last part of the day they did a meet and greet, and at that they gave out some cups, and so I got that. That's pretty neat. Um, then I also did a what did they call it? Not a part out. Um, Forget the official name for it, but essentially they had, I think, 4 or 8 copies. No, it was 4. 4 copies of one of the big Monkey Kid sets, and everyone paid in, and then you essentially just walked up, grabbed a bag, and then everyone did that until there were no bags left. And so I got quite a few good parts. These little knobs, and I forget what the red ones are, but those pink rounded 2x1s, those tassel pieces, the rounded 2x4s, some curved macaroni pieces, and a lot of 2x4 dark gray tiles. Those are really good. This is a little better view of that bag that I got. You can see, whoops, right there. There are some globe head pieces, and there was this big goat decal, some curved window pieces, even a kitten. I think there were actually a couple kittens in there, but lots of these ingot pieces, lots of those plant pieces. I almost forgot, actually. I'm kind of surprised, but they included this piece from, I think it's the creator, or I guess now Icon's Haunted Mansion set. Not Haunted Mansion, Haunted House. Um, but that's a really cool piece. Really glad to get that. Um, but yeah, again, these plant pieces, and you can kind of see them in my hand there, not real well, but there are a bunch of candelabra pieces. Um, Here you can see um, this Lego Friends set. They gave that out at the first timers meeting. That was one of the things they gave out. Um, so that was kind of neat. I've already parted that out at this point. Um, then we'll go ahead and just move on to talking about day 2, um, where the vendors were actually open. And so this box here, I bought all those parts from a vendor who was selling Lego by the pound. And so that was a really good deal. We got a lot of tiles and big plates, jumpers, curved big pieces like that. Lots of cool stuff from them. And over here, I found for, I think it was $35. But I found it was only missing a few pieces, but this little Lego Adventures set, which I might do a more in-depth review on, This is just, it's one of, it was either this or a Dino Attack set. I don't know which one, but both of them are the first sets that I remember ever owning, and so um, I went ahead and bought a copy so that I can actually have it built up. Um, then we'll get a better angle to talk about some of the other stuff that I bought that day. So again, just a better view of that box. Found some trans neon orange pieces as well. Um, right there, I think that's what that is. I can't remember. Found that cool, like rock bionicle mask, as well as that piece that has the like Hero Factory 2-pin connection. Pretty cool. So Bricks and Minifigs, they had a booth, and so I built a couple of figs out of their thing. Um, let's see, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's the one. And then another seller was selling figs for pretty cheap. So I bought Gamora, one of the Mandalorian Super Commandos, which they sold for, I think, $10, which is not bad. The black protocol droid that came with the new TIE fighter, the deep sea diver, Nindroid. Why am I forgetting his name? Guy from the end of A New Hope. I bought him. I don't know why I can't remember his name. This one I bought. It's just a generic, like rebel figure that they had, but it had that arm cape that was Boba Fett's, and it's got the print on it, but it was just on upside down. So that was a really good find. I also bought this Technic figure because it's just super weird to me. Where like I've got another one that has the robotic arm, but this one had a yellow hand instead of a gray hand, whereas the other one that I have, it has a gray hand with the robotic arm. I also bought a new polar bear, so now I have both types of polar bear. And I bought Bricks and Minifigs had this in dark gray, which I was missing one from the pyramid that I got from a garage sale. So super cool, super neat to get. Oh, there's an Atlantis figure up there that I also bought. And then they had bags of old giveaway parts and stuff. So I bought two of those, and I got some of these rounded or half rounded 1x4 tile in tan, and then some of these like horse straps. I'm not sure what the name of that piece is, but three of those in tan, then a bunch of these clip pieces or bar pieces, I guess, in sand blue, a couple of dials. Yeah. What else did I get on day 2? Let's find out. In those bags, there was also a whole bunch of these train rail pieces in light bluish gray. So I've got a whole bunch of those now. Then I believe these are from day 3. actually, because I think both of those were swag that they gave out. And so I got a whole bunch of the dark tan 2x1 rounded plates, and then a whole bunch of these sand green Nexonite shields, which, if you've seen my BrickSlopes 2023 mock video, you'll know that those have gone to good use. And then over here, you can start to see, and I'm sure there's a better angle in here, but all these are from the second part out that we did, which was, I think, 8 of the BB-8, buildable BB-8, which that one, like, I'm happy with what I got, but that one was a lot different experience from the Monkey Kid set, where the Monkey Kid set, everyone throughout the whole thing, even down to like the end, was really excited about what they were grabbing, whereas BB-8, I mean, I grabbed the transmedium blue like Nexonite spear tip piece, and I was excited about that. And, you know, I was happy with what I got, and I've put a lot of it to good use. But a lot of people, you could tell, were going, oh, well, like, I guess let me grab a part that I don't not want. So overall, I think that there could have definitely been a better set to pick for that. Um, but, you know, it is what it is. I almost forgot. I went to. I caught the tail end of a presentation on the Lego train table and how that system works. Where if you're gonna build a mock that goes onto that table, it needs to uh, like be in a certain system, and the tracks always need to go in a certain area so that it will line up with everyone else's. And at the end, they gave away this little poly bag. Not sure what happened with it. I don't think I parted it out yet. So it may just be in my backlog area. I also bought on day 3 from the same vendor that was selling Lego by the pound. Um, They were also selling like minifigure parts and accessories, and so I bought all of these accessories. I think for like $2, $2.50. It was pretty good. I like getting these old capes and the old ninja sword that has the octagonal design for the hilt, as well as the lightsaber blade there in one of the glow in the dark colors. It's not. I think it might be transparent glow in the dark. I always get those mixed up because there's glow in the dark white, which is easy, but then there's glow in the dark opaque and glow in the dark transparent, I believe. And I think that's glow in the dark transparent, but I could be wrong. Here's just a little bit of a better view of some of those bricks that I got out of the BB-8. I actually got 2 bags of these black 1x2 bricks with the technical. So, I mean, that was good. Like I said earlier, you know, I'm happy with what I got, but nothing real stellar, I guess. One of the things that we did on day 3 was like a white elephant, but with Lego, and so I managed to get one of the lots was 2 of these Aquaman sets. So I was pretty happy with that. Lots of sand green pieces in here, which, as you'll find out through watching my videos, I'm kind of a sucker for sand green. Um, I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And sand blue is also a really cool color. Same with pearl dark gray. But so really happy to get uh, these two sets. And then to wrap it all up here, um, the end meeting of the day, we got swagged twice. So unfortunately, it was all random, but they did have bags of the masonry or profile brick up there in all sorts of different colors. However, they were all gone by the time I got up there. Um, but so I was able to get two bags of these leaf pieces. One in dark green and then one in, I believe that's lavender. I'm not as familiar with my pink and purple color distinctions as I am with others, but um, overall, I thought that it was all a pretty good haul, and I was really glad about that. They told us that one of their goals with BrickSlopes is that if you sign up as a VIB, that you get the amount back that you put in. And so I put in about $100 worth and in giveaways and stuff. I think that I definitely got that back. And then there was a lot of cool stuff to buy. Um, it was a little unfortunate. One of the vendors, which hopefully we can get more vendors next year, though. Unfortunately, like Minifigure America, I know that closed. That was a Utah store um, up in northern Utah. Uh, so they didn't sponsor this year, and they almost certainly won't next year. Um, but one of the sponsors that they did have, which I didn't buy anything from, but I was incredibly disappointed by to see, was essentially a scalper where they had a lot of new in box, retail available Lego sets that they were selling at $5 to $10 more than you can buy them as a retail available, and that's really disappointing. I especially considering that Lego endorses or they give their stamp of approval to BrickSlopes to go ahead. You would think that maybe a way for them to prevent that from like actually being a thing that is effective, maybe Lego would set up their own booth and just sell retail available sets at retail prices. Because it is unfortunate where I and a lot of the people who are going are smart enough to know that, oh, I can get that cheaper from Lego directly. But unfortunately, I think on like Saturday, which is the biggest day, especially for kids to come in, I think you get a lot of unknowing parents that unfortunately do spend that extra $5 to $10 that they don't need to. Um, and so, having something done about that in the future would be really cool. Um, but overall, really good haul. I really like a lot of these pieces that I got, and put a lot of them, like those ones, to good use. And yeah, sorry this video took so long. I just wasn't sure how to do it when the file was kind of corrupted and stuff, but I think this turned out well. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.